What's up guys, Jake here, and I'm back bringing you guys some Madden 25 gameplay. In this game I have the Denver Broncos against the Seattle Seahawks in MetLife Stadium, and this is a recreation of the Super Bowl, although it's not realistic in any way, shape, or form, aside from the fact that it is a video game. In this game I'm running a lot of crazy plays, like end-arounds and read options with Peyton Manning and wildcat throws and a lot of crazy stuff that you will likely not see in the matchup today, although it could happen. It's the Super Bowl, anything can happen. I remember thinking that when the New Orleans Saints kicked the onside field goal against my onside kick at halftime against my Indianapolis Colts, but I digress. In this video I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the matchups and what I think is going to happen, what I'm looking forward to, aside from the commercials, because Super Bowl Sunday is not only the greatest spectacle in football, but it's also great for commercials. The commercials are all fantastic, and it's just really great watching those. It's a great day for anyone who enjoys watching television and eating food. But again, I digress, and I think this matchup's going to be, it's going to be a really good matchup. I think it might be a bit of a stalemate. I think a lot of non-avid football fans would find this type of matchup rather boring, because I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring shootout by any means, but again, I could be wrong. Because the Denver Broncos offensive juggernaut is matched up pretty well against the Seattle Seahawks #1 rated defense, although Peyton Manning is a surgeon back there. Seattle has the #1 rated defense, but you're not playing a third or fourth year quarterback. You're playing Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning knows where the ball is going to go before the play is even snapped, and I just think it'll be tough for the Seattle Seahawks. It'll definitely be a challenge for them. It's definitely unlike anything they've faced in this season before. And if Peyton Manning can, make the right reads and get the ball out fast, I think they definitely have the advantage on that side of the ball. And on the other side, you have the Seattle Seahawks offense, which is really solid in the run game with Marshawn Lynch and Russell Wilson, obviously running from the pocket, and Their passing game is pretty underrated. I think they're getting Percy Harvin back for the Super Bowl. Don't quote me on that. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm pretty sure I heard that he was supposed to be playing, which is a plus for them. And they also have Doug Baldwin and Golden Tate, and they have some weapons. And I think that matches up pretty well against the Denver Broncos secondary with Champ Bailey and Rogers Cromartie. They are missing Chris Harris, but overall their secondary is pretty solid. I expect them to match up pretty well against the Seattle Seahawks passing game. Although I think where the Denver Broncos are definitely at a loss is going to be trying to stop the Seattle Seahawks run game. With Marshawn Lynch, really even a great running defense can't really stop him. Him and Adrian Peterson can make plays no matter what, and I just think it'll definitely be a challenge for the Broncos to try and stop Marshawn Lynch and Russell Wilson. But, if they can do that, I think they have a pretty good shot of winning this game. But that's really going to be what sets the tone for this game. If the Seattle Seahawks want to beat the Broncos, they're definitely going to have to control the clock with Marshawn Lynch running the ball, because that's definitely their strength going into this game, aside from their defense. Offensively, they have the superior run game, and I think that's going to be a huge factor in this game, limiting the amount of time that Peyton Manning gets the ball in his hands. The Colts sort of did this earlier this year. They kind of set a blueprint for how to not necessarily beat the Broncos, but how to slow them down. Play really tight man coverage. Try and press them at the receivers at the line, and force them to take throws underneath and stop their run game. And when you do that and keep the ball out of Peyton Manning's hands, that's usually the recipe for success. But in this game, I'm thinking that the Denver Broncos are going to win this game. I am a Colts fan, so I would love to see Peyton Manning win another Super Bowl, especially with all the doubt that he is shrouded in. I think it's kind of strange that people are still picking against the Broncos simply based on the fact that Peyton Manning historically hasn't played exceptionally well in the playoffs. I think that's kind of silly to think, because if everything was based off of history, then Tim Tebow would still be a starting quarterback, because as history shows, he wins games in the fourth quarter. But I digress. I think that the Denver Broncos should come away with this win, although if the Seattle Seahawks do win, I wouldn't be terribly surprised, but I'm just going to have to go with the Broncos in this game. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this game. If you want to see any more Madden 25 gameplay, just let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys later. Peace.